good day everyone. Let me first introduce myself. I'm Marian Pandalat, Bachelor of Elementary Education from Ramon Magsaysay Memorial College, and this is my video interviewing. The topic is all about the pandemic. Okay, let's watch this video.
Hello everyone. Before I am going to present to you some information about the so-called pandemic in our society, let me first introduce myself. So by the way, I am Jenny S. Malan, studied at Mindanao State University, a senior student, 21 years old, coming from Tiboli, South Cotabato, and I am proud to say that I am Tiboli. So I think the COVID-19 pandemic has severe effect on our society, whereof this pandemic impacts all aspects, starting from the closure of some establishments and businesses that leads to global poverty, or that leads to progress on global poverty, and even the effect or the impacts of this to every individual are felt unevenly across societies.
Good day everyone. My name is Piang Rakim Labadia and I am Tiboli Blaan and one of the indigenous people. And talking about the query, how did this pandemic affect my daily life? In my case, many factors or habit are indeed changed during this pandemic that truly differ from before, that even I myself doing so hard to adjust with. The number one changes is I do very particular with my personal hygiene, like I am taking a bath before and after getting into contact with many people. Number two is I am more vegetarian and also particular with food I ate every day. Also limiting myself having contact or mingle to others if not necessarily. And number three is I do follow rules and regulations today than before, not just for myself but also for the benefits of many. And those are the changes that I have been noticed myself during this pandemic. And that would be all. Thank you.
Good day everyone. My name is Jennifer Dornella, and the questions given to me is how does pandemic affect your academic and financial status? So since the pandemic started, most of the primary source of livelihood has been stopped. Pandemic had a big impact on me economically and financially. It's because our basic needs only relies on the source of income from riding a tricycle by my father. From his 300 to 500 income a day, we only depends our foods and financial needs on it. Though he doubled his passengers, but still it isn't enough for our daily expenses. Especially we are online class now. It is really necessary to have load in order to be updated on the lessons but still can't afford. Because my father's income was just enough to finance our daily needs. Due to the pandemic, many jobs were lost, many incomes were wasted, many commodities rose in price, so the poor suffered even more. Okay, that's all. Thank you.
Good day, everyone. I am Antoinette F. Villar, 16 years of age. Given the question, what are the projects or benefits that you have received from your government, municipal, provincial, or national? Do you think it is enough? Why? Our government initiates a program that would provide marginalized sectors of society the means to afford basic needs during this pandemic, such as Social Amelioration Program (SAP) from our national government that grants a 5,000 to 8,000 monthly cash subsidy to low-income families for 2 months, depending on the area of residence, and some help from our local government. Now, the question is it really enough? Well, to be honest, No, because go think of it. How come that 3 to 5 canned goods and 5 to 10 kilos of rice would be enough for consumption in 2 weeks lockdowns for a family like us that has 5 members? And worst, not low income families like us, my family to be specific, received the SAF. Yes, I know that we should be thankful of what we've received, and I am really grateful with that. But our point here is it really? No? The projects and benefits that our government has given us was not enough. Thank you.
Good day. I am Fritzl May Barniego from Lambingit Banga, South Cotabato, and the question for me is, if given a chance to suggest any projects or planning strategy for this pandemic, what would you suggest the government and why? So, for me, if I were given a chance to suggest any projects or planning strategy for this pandemic to the government, I would suggest the strategy should the government observe is to left behind their ego. Because in order to become COVID-free our country, they should concern about the lives, education, and future as well of the young generations. If they left behind their ego, especially in corrupting money, our country will improve their strategy to trace the COVID patients. With a fast contact tracing, our country will free. In addition, government officials should listen to their jurisdiction for them to have immediate action for what they said. And that would be all. Thank
Okay. Number 5. If given a chance to suggest any projects or planning strategy for this pandemic, what would you suggest for the government and why?
For me, I don't have any suggestion because all the best strategy, idea, and any kind of projects that the government um, gives to the people are, for me, it is enough because they did their best, and they give their time, um, just like of um, maintaining the security for the pandemic, um, will not be able to expand more for the many people, and uh, can be the victim of the coronavirus 2019.
And that's all.